Well, do I have to give it?
Yes, you do.
I don't. Why are you lying? You are lying.
Why?
He's lying. He's lying to me, saying that I have to give him my details.
If you've given us your details, I don't understand why.
Because he's just lied to me about it.
I'm not lied to you at all.
You've just lied to me and said I have to give you my details.
I'm asking you
I
for your name.
don't.
Right.
Under what law do I have to give you my details?
Well, what you do have to do.
Can you keep your distance? You've got no mask on. Keep your distance.
What I'm going to do to you? No. I'm going to take your phone and I'm going to go through your phone.
Right, I'm just.
Right.
Can I just say, I'm just doing a documentary. I'll explain.
Right.
I'm just doing a documentary on police abusing Section 43.
Section 43?
Yeah.
Which is what?
Terrorism Act.
You're going to fall over.
Right. Can you just tell me what you're doing? What section you're doing, etc.
Right. Because of the current threat situation with terrorism, all right.
Terrorist. Right. Yeah. Well, this is what I'm doing a documentary on. Yeah.
Right. You're here taking photographs of sites of interest, all right.
Yeah.
You refuse to give me your details, so I want to see what photographs you're taking, all right. And I've got the right to look at your phone.
From the moment he arrives, the officer starts by giving false information. He tells Matt that he must provide his personal details, hoping pressure and intimidation will make him comply. But Matt knows his rights. When he asks which law requires him to identify himself, the officer cannot give a legal answer. The truth is straightforward. The main law that can require someone to give their details in public is Section 50 of the Police Reform Act 2002, and it only applies in cases involving antisocial behavior. It does not apply to someone simply filming in public. Instead of admitting he was wrong, the officer pushes the claim even further. He tells Matt that refusing to provide his details gives police the right to check his phone and photos. That claim is completely false. Police generally need a warrant or specific legal powers, such as certain terrorism-related powers, before they can search someone's phone. There is no law that allows an officer to look through a person's private photos simply because they refuse to identify themselves.
I'm going to ask you now.
If you detain me, you have under Section 43.
Right. I'm telling you now, I'm going to look at your phone. Now, how we do it is entirely up to you. I don't start getting hands on me and putting you on the floor. What I am going to do, I'm going to start looking at your
You're going to
phone.
put me on the floor?
Yeah.
There'd be a lawsuit against that, you know that, don't you? Because what you're doing now is unlawful.
No, it's
I've
not.
done nothing wrong.
Right, I'm asking you now if I can have a look at
Right,
your phone.
no, you'll have to detain me. Right.
Okay. Do you want to tell us what you're doing? Am I just going to take your word for it? Do terrorists say, I'm here to plant a bomb, or do they say I'm
It's a
taking
bit
pictures?
extreme.
No, it's not.
Do I
If you're
look
doing
like a
it,
terrorist?
I don't know. What does a terrorist look like? Can you describe a terrorist to me?
Common sense.
No, you need some common sense, don't you? You're absolute wasting everybody's time, aren't you? I didn't find anything.
What were you expecting to find?
Items related to terrorism.
And you didn't find anything?
No, I didn't.
No.
That's right.
What's your call number?
It's 3816.
What's your name?
I'm not telling you my name.
You need to tell me your name.
No, not under the Terrorism Act, I don't have to.
Am I still being detained under the Terrorism Act?
No, you're not.
Right, therefore, I would like your name.
Well, I'm telling you, you're not having it.
I would like your name, please.
I'm telling you not.
Matt makes it clear that if the officer wants to search his phone, he will have to detain him first. Instead of realizing how unreasonable that would be, the officer detains Matt under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. Using terrorism powers against a man who is peacefully filming in public while walking his dog is not good policing. It shows poor judgment. When Matt asks if he looks like a terrorist, the officer responds, "What does a terrorist look like?" While that may sound clever, it is not a legal reason for a detention. Matt was dressed normally, filming openly, speaking calmly, and simply walking his dog. None of those actions provide reasonable suspicion that he was involved in terrorism. Even after the search is over, the officer's attitude does not improve. Matt asks for the officer's name, but he refuses to give it, trying to hide behind the Terrorism Act. However, once the detention ends, Code C of PACE requires the officer to identify himself.
Detained under the Terrorism Act, therefore, I would like your name, please.
My collar number is 3816.
Right, I have not been detained for terrorism. Can you explain to him?
His name.
He does.
Provide you his collar number, which he's done. Doesn't need to provide his name.
He does. What's your collar number?
Over it, Matt, but you're not getting my name. You've got my contact details. You've got my collar number. You know where I
It's
work.
your policy to give me your name.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
My policy is to give you my
Collar number and
collar
name.
number. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Yes,
sorry.
it is. You're going to get retrained then, aren't you?
That's fine with me, don't worry.
You're going to get retrained on searching people unlawfully as well.
What, Section 43 of the Terrorism Act?
Yeah, because
No,
it's abused. No, not
Yeah, well, I
not
am
when you've got no reason. Not
I am.
because I took a picture of the Porsche Panamera
No, you
on
went
the police
to
station.
police station. You filmed Cumbria police station. You filmed Kendal police station. You go into large pharmaceutical sites of interest, all to get a reaction. That's
Right,
what you're
is
doing.
that
That's
what
how
it
you're
is?
spending your time. That's entirely up to you. How you decide to waste your time.
I'm not wasting my time.
I've now done my
You're-
job.
You're the one that's wasting your time. Yeah, and you've done it incorrectly.
I don't think I have.
Oh, you have. Well, there's a law and you need to uphold it. You should leave your ego in the bedside drawer when you come out to work, mate.
When Matt points out that Section 43 is often misused, the officer turns the criticism back on him. He accuses Matt of visiting police stations and other public places just to get a reaction. In other words, the officer admits that he knows Matt is carrying out a police audit. Auditing is not terrorism, it is not a crime, and it is not suspicious by itself. It is lawful filming intended to see how police officers respond in public. The officer's own words raise an important question. If he truly believed Matt was only trying to get a reaction, why did he give him exactly what he wanted? Detaining Matt under the Terrorism Act was not about public safety. It was an unnecessary escalation. Even after admitting he understood Matt's purpose, the officer still chose to use one of the strongest stop-and-search powers available. Rather than improving security, his actions played directly into the situation Matt was testing.
If you, look through my phone like you shouldn't have been doing. Did you see the pictures of my wife with it out?
No.
It makes me wonder why you wanted to search my phone when I've been doing what I'm doing.
Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, I'm allowed to look through any digital media.
If you've got reasonable grounds, mate, you haven't.
Yeah, I have.
You didn't?
I have.
Right, we'll see about that, won't we? I better tell you something, you won't do this again. You won't abuse Section 43 again. This will be the last time you do that. So there's no one round here, is there?
Yeah, anyone?
So I'd be likely to get into trouble if I swore.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be you'd be getting retrained about that if you did that. Because there's no one about. You point to me, the nearest person that could hear me swear right now. Show me the nearest member of public.
It's really, really windy, so your voice could probably carry over to that fence, but I can't really see through the bush.
Right, well there's no one actually behind the bush.
There could be children there, so.
Could be.
Yeah, there could be.
Right, what about if I whisper it to you?
You'd whisper what to me?
A swear word.
Why would you want to do that?
Just to prove to you that I can.
What does that prove?
Because you try to tell me that I can't do it, I'd get into trouble when there's no one around.
It proves. Why would you want to come on?
Proves that you're wrong.
Well, you won't be coming that close to me anyway to whisper it in my ear.
Well, your mate came that close to me without his mask on.
Well, if you start walking towards me like
I'm not
that,
going to start walking towards you.
No, you're not.
But if I did, go on.
I won't let you do it.
Alright.
If you start walking to me for absolutely no reason whatsoever, I won't allow it. So.
Alright. You're a real hero, you aren't you? What a tough guy.
Not at all. Would you allow just someone randomly just to start walking up to you?
If he was going to say something to me, yeah. Is that a crime?
Did I say
Is
what?
it? Right, well shut up then.
No, you shut up.
Or else what?
Well, you're telling me to shut up.
So, I pay your wages, that's the difference.
I pay your benefits, so let's call it even.
I haven't got benefits though, mate.
We don't pay my wages.
I probably make more in an hour than what you do in a week.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you do. Right, well, you're doing very well for yourself.
I am, thank you very much. Yeah, don't tell me to shut up, by the way.
As soon as Matt starts challenging the officer with the law, the officer begins to lose his composure. Instead of responding calmly and professionally, he repeats Matt's words like a childish comeback, telling him to shut up. That is not the behavior expected from a trained police officer. It suggests he is becoming frustrated and struggling to answer the legal points being raised. The situation becomes even more unprofessional when Matt points out that the public pays police officers' wages. Instead of addressing the point, the officer replies, "I pay your benefits." This was not a simple mistake. It was a personal insult aimed at Matt. The facts are clear. Police services are funded through taxation, which means members of the public contribute to police funding. Matt's point about public funding was accurate. The officer's comment about benefits was not only irrelevant to the discussion, but also disrespectful and unprofessional.
Shut down, what's that, your brain cell?
Right, what I'm going to do, you can pick a form up from the police station anytime. Leave this car park now, it's private property.
Right, okay.
Off you go.
I will leave, just keep away.
Off you go. Off you go. Keep your dog away from my legs, please. Off you go, please don't fall over.
Watch he doesn't piss on your boots.
Go. Well, if he does,
Yeah?
we'll be getting launched across the pavement, won't it?
You've just threatened to kick me dog.
No, off the property.
You've just threatened to kick me dog.
Once.
It's
don't get
public
warned
property.
This is it, no.
It's public property.
No,
It's public property, muppet, and we pay for it.
You don't pay for it.
Yes, Yes, yes I do. Pay for your van, pay for your equipment, pay your wages.
I think you were doing your job for that.
Right, and we're going to find out why you've threatened to kick me dog. You kick him, no, you would charge me, you would fine me. You wouldn't kick him. You'd kick him, would you? Right, you're going to be held accountable for that. You are going to be held accountable.
Video man, you have a good
Thank you very much, young lady. You've been very nice. And see you later, PC Muppet. PC Mug. Say hello to all your
You enjoy the rest of your day.
I will do.
You enjoy watching that video by yourself later.
There'll be about 10,000 people watching it.
With you by yourself.
No, you guys can have a look and you can read the comments. See you later. Thank you very much, love. See you later, Muppet.
The encounter ends with the officer at his worst. After Matt makes a light-hearted joke, the officer loses his temper and orders him to leave the police car park, claiming it is private property even though it is open to the public. It appears to be less about protecting the area and more about reacting to criticism. The situation becomes even more concerning when the officer threatens that if Matt's dog urinates on his boots, he will kick or throw the dog away. Making a threat toward an animal while on duty and in public is completely unprofessional and reflects poorly on his conduct. Earlier in the encounter, there were already clear warning signs. The officer claimed Matt had to provide his personal details without explaining any legal basis. He also suggested he could search Matt's phone, even though such a search generally requires proper legal authority. When those claims were challenged, he escalated the situation by detaining Matt under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. That decision became the turning point of the entire encounter. Matt was dressed normally, filming openly, calmly speaking with the officer, and walking his dog. Nothing about his behavior appeared to provide reasonable suspicion of terrorism. When asked if Matt looked like a terrorist, the officer replied, "What does a terrorist look like?" Instead of explaining the legal grounds for the detention, the response avoided the real issue. The problems continued during the stop and search. The officer started completing the required search record but refused to give Matt a copy at the scene, telling him to collect it later from the police station. If documentation is required to be provided at the time, delaying it reduces transparency and accountability. Overall, the encounter was marked by repeated legal disputes, questionable decisions, personal remarks, and unprofessional behavior. Rather than showing calm, lawful policing, the officer allowed frustration to shape his actions. In the end, his own conduct became the main focus of the encounter. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps me continue creating independent content. Also, be sure to check out Matt's channel. You'll find the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.